Hey folks, welcome back to Noman Reviews. Today we're going to look at Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine. Looking forward to getting these in my hands in the light box. I think that Logan head sculpt looks pretty good, though I am disappointed that Deadpool essentially looks like a repaint with fewer accessories. So we're going to unbox these, do some fun poses and comparisons, and settle on a final score. Before we continue, may I request that you hit those like and subscribe buttons to support my channel. Here we have the front of the boxes, and I really do like these window box designs for the two Deadpool and Wolverine toys. The window box design gives you a very clear idea of what you're going to get when you purchase these toys. On the right you have Wolverine, on the left you have Deadpool. A little light on the accessories, you can tell, but I really do like that Hugh Jackman head sculpt. That looks fantastic. I'm also digging the artwork right behind the two characters done by Deadpool. Looks really funny. I also like the art direction of the boxes. Nice black color with branding at the base. On the side it says Deadpool, on the side it says Wolverine. Up top you've got some warnings. Of course you've got that Marvel Legends branding up top, and down below, really interesting, it says these toys are for people ages 14 and above. One side of the box has the portraits of Deadpool and Wolverine, some branding down below. Up top it says Deadpool, up top it says Wolverine, and I find these portraits interesting. They look good, but Deadpool is winking over there and he is gesturing with his hand. But this toy does not have enough accessories for you to pull off that pose. It just kind of exposes the limitation of this product a bit, I think. The other side of the boxes have smaller versions of those portraits down below. You can see the window box design allowing you to get a closer look at the side of the toys, and up top you've got some branding. Finally, at the back you have those portraits again up top, and you have some bios for Deadpool and Wolverine. You can pause this video to read them. Down below you have some branding and some warnings and some legalese. Well, we spent enough time admiring these boxes. It's time to unbox Deadpool and Wolverine. And let's start with Deadpool. I really love the box art inside. It looks so much fun. So neither set comes with a lot of accessories. For Deadpool, you have a couple of extra hands, a knife, two swords. For Wolverine, you've got a couple of extra hands and a head sculpt. And the bodies look mostly recycled. Don't see a lot of new parts on these. So before we take a closer look at the accessories, let's take a sneak peek at the figures. Deadpool does look pretty good for a budget product. Like all the golden accents they've added to this recycled body, though there seems to be some missing from the glove. Overall, I do like the paint apps and the plastic quality. At first glance, Wolverine looks pretty good, but I do wish that the yellow paint matched a bit more. Don't know if you can tell on camera, but the yellow paint on the top of his mask does not match the body. I also wish that he came with sleeveless arms too. I am happy that these claws are not warped, as it was with the ZD Toys set that I purchased. So let's move on to the accessories. Here are all the accessories that you get with Deadpool, and I do wish that he came with a couple of extra eyes for some expressions, some more hands, and some golden desert eagles. But then again, this is a budget product, so this is what you get. I am very pleased with the silver paint apps on the sword. It is very cleanly done, but I wish that the handle had a bit more detailing in terms of the paint applications. The plastic though is a nice soft material, and overall the swords are okay. Deadpool's knife is okay, though it is missing some detailing on the handle. The silver paint on the sword is fine, but it could have used a bit more shading. The molds for the Black Desert Eagles have plenty of detail. I do like that, but the coloring is a bit plain and the plastic quality is a bit cheap. The gold paint on these hands is really nicely done, very professional paintwork, no paint bleeding, and it's an attractive paint job. The hands are nice and soft, very easy to get on Deadpool. Here is a quick look at how easy it is to swap the hands on Deadpool. And once you have the gun holding hands on the body, you can easily attach the guns too. Very nice soft plastic, so you shouldn't have any problems getting the guns in the hands. Pew 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 pew. Accessorizing Deadpool is a very straightforward task. Unfortunately, Wolverine does not come with a lot. We've seen these molds by Marvel Legends before for Wolverine, but the paint applications are good, very professional, no paint bleeding that I can see, and the plastic quality is nice and soft, so you can easily get this on Wolverine's body. My only question is, why do we get one fist and one open palm hand? That does not make any sense. I would much rather have two fists. He doesn't even have anything in his accessory set to hold. I love this Logan head sculpt. It is beautifully molded, really nicely done, spitting image of Hugh Jackman in this scale at this price point. I also love the expression, has that haunted look that was reminiscent of some of the scenes from Deadpool and Wolverine. Side profile is excellent. Look how good that hair looks. The stubble looks great too. Hair looks pretty nice from the back too. I also like the skin tone, the eyes. My only criticism for this head sculpt is that the beard has been painted a very different color from the rest of the hair. The hair is dark brown, but for some reason, the beard looks like it's caramel. Just like Deadpool, changing the hands on Wolverine is not a difficult task at all. Wow, this sculpt looks so good on the body. Here are Deadpool and Wolverine straight out of the box in museum poses. And these are two very good looking budget figures. Up close under the portrait lens, you can see that the molds are highly detailed, even though a lot of these parts are recycled. But the coloring is good, the molds are good, and both of these figures are very attractive. Again, my only criticism is that some of the gold accents are missing from that Deadpool body. I also wish that some of the paint applications on the weapons were a bit richer. Here's another look at Deadpool and Wolverine from different angles in dynamic poses. Time to look at the articulation. Let's start with Deadpool. Head tilts left, tilts right, turns quite freely. There is a neck joint and a head joint, so he looks up and looks down really nicely. Look at that. Shoulder goes up, rotates quite freely. Beautiful double jointed elbow. Cut at the bicep and hand rotates freely too. So he's got a diaphragm joint and an ab crunch for some extra movement. Waist twists. Leg stretch. Kicks forward. Kicks back. Double jointed knee. Thighs rotate. Good ankle pivot. There is no cut at the toe, which is a bit surprising. But overall, I think the articulation is very good. I would give it a thumbs up. Looks like a standard Marvel Legends pinless body. So I think the articulation on Wolverine should be as good as Deadpool. Head tilts left, tilts right, rotates freely. You can do the exorcist move. Shoulder goes up, rotates very freely, shrugs and lifts thanks to that butterfly joint, double jointed elbow, it's got a diaphragm joint and an ab joint, so you get a lot of good crunch. Twist at the waist as well. Thighs rotate, leg kicks forward, kicks back, double jointed knee. Again, no toe articulation, but he does have very good ankle pivot. So overall, I would say articulation is excellent.
Now that we've seen the figures and their accessories and their articulation, it's time to take Deadpool and Wolverine to the toy room for some fun poses.
Time for some size comparisons, and on the left we have Marvel Legends cell shaded Spider-Man. On the right we have Mafex Wolverine, and these four figures don't really display well together. For one, they have the cartoon aesthetic, meanwhile the figures in the center have the movie aesthetic. In addition, the comic book style figures on either side of the movie style figures are quite a bit shorter. Still, it is interesting to see all of them together. Personally, these two are some of my favorite little action figures. Unfortunately, I do not have a Marvel Legends movie Wolverine to compare this Wolverine to, but I do have the Deadpool 2 Marvel Legends Wolverine, so he is on the left, and as you can see, the mold is very similar. I think they reused most of the parts, but the one on the left comes with more hands. For another size comparison, we have ZD Toys Deadpool and Wolverine on the sides, while the Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine are in the center. I have to say I do prefer the Marvel Legends versions of these toys because the plastic quality is better and they scale well with the rest of my collection. Plus, the paint applications are also better on the Marvel Legends. However, the ZD toys do come with a lot more accessories. For the final size comparison, we have Hot Toys Days of Future Past Wolverine on the right, Hot Toys Deadpool from Deadpool and Wolverine on the left, and in the center, of course, we have the Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine. I thought this would be a fun size comparison. We already saw ZD toys, which are 1/9 scale, and these are 1/6 scale, just to give you an idea how much bigger 1/6 scale figures are. And I think they all look kind of cute together. It looks like Deadpool and Wolverine are taking their kids to school.
My final score for these two Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine figures is going to be 2 out of 5 stars. For me, these figures are a bit underwhelming, though of course your mileage may vary. Let's start with the pros. The paint apps and plastic quality, pretty good. Logan's sculpt is very nice. The articulation is fun, and the toys have nice shelf presence for their budget. However, I am very disappointed by the lack of accessories, especially compared to what ZD Toys offers. For example, Deadpool should have some extra eyes and hands, even at this price point. Should also have some movie-specific accessories like Headpool or Dogpool. Meanwhile, Wolverine really needs some sleeveless arms. And the hands? They don't make any sense. Also, some of the gold accents on Deadpool are just flat out missing. That's my review, folks. Please check out my review of ZD Toys Deadpool and Wolverine, Hot Toys Deadpool, and Hot Toys Wolverine. Until next time.